Morgan Thompson was arrested for carrying a concealed firearm without a license on October 25th. Like all defendants, he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But I can now confirm that the Glock Model 28 .38 caliber semi-automatic pistol that was found in the defendant's possession that night is a ballistics match to a .380 caliber fired cartridge casing found at the scene. Today, Chester County Court of Common Pleas Judge Mackenzie W. Smith issued an order increasing the defendant's bail to $1 million cash. So with that said, I want to make perfectly clear that I've chosen my words today purposefully. We have not filed additional charges against the defendant. We cannot say whether the fired .380 ammunition struck any of the victims. As law enforcement and as prosecutors, our duty is to protect the public and to responsibly pursue justice, even in the wake of an unthinkable tragedy. This bail increase today is a step forward in that process, but our investigation is fluid. It's continuing at this very moment with this incredible partnership that we have here. This is a complicated crime scene that has a number of different fired cartridge casings that we found during our almost day-long search of that crime scene. It has other ammunition that was unfired. So I'm sure the public has questions, but at this point in the investigation, other than the update I've just provided, I'm not in a position to confirm or deny where we are in the investigation otherwise. I can assure you that every asset from the state, from the county, from the FBI and other partners in other states is being used at this very moment to track down every single lead. But in terms of sharing information about the investigation, we have to place the security and the integrity of the investigation first because we want to bring justice to the victims of this shooting. So on behalf of the entire law enforcement community here, on behalf of the entire first responder community here, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the victims of this mass shooting. Also want the students, the faculty, the employees of Lincoln University to know that we feel for them, that we are doing everything humanly possible to restore just a sense of the security that was shattered on Saturday night for them. But this is also, one last time, a good reminder to let everyone know we need the public's help on this. We have gotten some very important videos so far. We've gotten some very important witness statements so far. But we know there's more out there. So if you have a story to tell, if you saw something, we need you to come forward, to contact 1-800-CALL-FBI so that we can get your story. If you have video, even video that you think might be insignificant, we need you to contact 1-800-CALL-FBI so a secure link can be sent to you so you can upload that video and so you can provide what information you have. We are going to continue to move forward in this investigation, and I said this before and I'm going to say it again. These witness accounts, these videos is what is going to move this investigation forward. And so I want to thank everyone who's provided information so far. I want to assure everyone we are doing everything we can to move forward in our investigation. But with the understanding now that I have, beyond this update, I'm going to be constrained in what questions I can answer about where we are in the investigation or where our thought process is as law enforcement, as prosecutors. I'll open it up to questions.
Chris, do you know how many weapons may have been fired at this point yet?
We don't.
What about the number of bullets that were recovered?
We're not in a position to put that information out right now.
Can you tell us, is this the first shooting on campus in Lincoln's history? I know there was a stabbing in 2022.
Right. Our focus right now is on this shooting, so and moving forward with this. So we can get an answer to that question possibly in the future, but right now we haven't had time to go back and look at Lincoln University's history.
And you're still looking for the FBI's role in this. I feel like they're not normally called in to assist with Chester County. Why in this investigation? Is it for video? Is it because it's college campus?
I think there's a variety of reasons. Like any sort of mass shooting like this, the FBI offers its assistance. We're in a position with our partnership where we want to accept that at any given time from them, right? And when we have this amount of people, videos, and witness accounts, we need every trained investigator on hand to be able to dispatch them and chase down all the leads at once. Look, I have an all-star team of 24 detectives at my disposal, but I only have 24. And so when I can add the FBI, when I can add the skilled investigators that PSP has to offer, then we can come forward and we can push this investigation to the max as fast as possible.
Any word to people in the community that are still concerned that there's possibly suspects and shooters still out here on the street?
We've said from the beginning, we are operating as if there are multiple shooters in this investigation. That said, we don't have any information that there's any direct threat to anyone at Lincoln University right now or to that campus. That is where we are at.
How are the other 6 who were wounded in this doing? Do you have an update on their?
I don't have an update other than what I said 2 days ago now, right, that all the surviving victims are expected to survive. All right,
Sorry, any, in terms of the victim, was there any relation to the campus, to the school?
He is not one of the students, he's not one of the alums, or the alum that was struck. Beyond that, we don't have a direct affiliation as an employee or any other affiliation with the university that we know of at this time.
And what about Mr. Morgan Thompson?
Again, same thing. We don't have any information about him being a student, an alum, or an employee with the university at this
And
time.
is he cooperating at all?
I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm not going to confirm or deny that, like I said, for the sake of the investigation.
Do we have information about a connection between Morgan Thompson and the victim?
I'm not going to get into and confirm or deny any connections, right? I don't want anybody to read into that. Like, we are protecting the integrity of the investigation right now as we chase down every lead possible.
Can you share how many people were on the scene at homecoming for that celebration? Was it a couple thousand?
I know we're talking about in the thousands, but there's no count that we have offhand.
Just to clarify, the magistrate did approve the bail modification request, or is that supposed to?
Chester County Court of Common Pleas, Judge, but that the bail request was approved today.
Same charge, no changes.
There's no changes to the charges.
Any reward if the other offenders are found?
We're not currently offering a reward. I think that the public is just as invested as us in chasing down each individual person who's responsible for this. We're asking for that assistance right now. We've gotten a number of videos and tips. We've had a number of people interview with us. We need to have more of that, but no, there's no specific reward that we have out for right now. Thank you folks so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.